Okay, so now we're going to convert between imperial and metric. So first question, examine the ruler. So you have to have a ruler in front of you, but you've already done some of these conversions before. Just taking a look here, approximately how many centimeters are in 1 inch. So if you have a ruler that has both inches and centimeters, you can tell that it's approximately 2.5 centimeters. 2.54 is a little bit more accurate, but you can't tell that on a ruler. Use your answer to complete the following. So 1 centimeter is how many inches? So you would divide this by 2.5, right, to get 1 centimeter. So 1 divided by 2.5 is 0.4. Approximately how many centimeters are in 1 foot? So again, looking at a ruler, it's about 30 centimeters. These are all approximations. So let me just change my pen here. So Sam is 5 feet 10 inches tall. Use the information in question 1 to determine how tall Sam is in centimeters. So 5 feet 10 inches, we want to convert that all to inches. So 5 times 12 is 60 inches for this part, right? And then we want to add 10. So that's going to be 70 inches. And then to get it into centimeters, we want to multiply by 2.5 centimeters in an inch. That's the approximate. So 2.5 would be 140 plus 35 is 175 centimeters. Okay, we're going to look at these conversions here. You don't have a meter stick with you at home, obviously, but we can kind of think and estimate a little bit. So if you do look at a meter stick, 1 yard is smaller than a meter, and 1 yard has 3 feet. So there's going to be a little bit more than 3 feet in a meter. I would estimate, say, 3.2. Okay. Then use your answer from this, so to get feet to meters. So divide by 3.2 approximately. And then if you do that, 1 divided by 3.2 is about 0.31. Okay, I'm only going to go to 2 decimal places. You can be more accurate. When you do accurate conversions, then you're going to want to look at your formula sheet. Approximately how many yards are in a meter? I would say about 1.1. And so then dividing 1.1, so 1 divided by 1.1 is 0.91 approximately. So the Smiths are planning to build their new house on a 50 feet wide lot. Use the information to determine the width in meters. So 50 feet, we have to represent that in meters. So do we have the conversion from feet to meters? We do. And this is approximate, so 0.31 feet. Oh, sorry, meters in a foot. Okay, so 50 times 0.31 is going to be about 15.5. Okay, approximately. At the Canada-US border, sign notifies the drivers that the change in the speed limits between metric and imperial states that 50 kilometers per hour is about 30 miles per hour. Based on this information, complete the following. Okay, so basically that's saying 30 kilometers equals, 50 kilometers equals 30 miles. So now if we want 1 kilometer, we divide by 50. So 1 kilometer, well, 30 divided by 50 is 0.8. And again, it's approximate. They're not going to go to the nearest tenth on a sign, right? And then vice versa, if we wanted miles to kilometers, so we would divide here, 50 kilometers equals 30 miles, so we'd divide both by 30. And so 5 divided by 3 is 1.7 if we round that. Okay. Oh, I just made a mistake there. Just realized 30 over 50 is 0.6. Got to know my fractions. All right. Terry Fox Day. Each student has to go on a 10K run or walk. How many miles is this distance? We'll use our last calculation. So 10 kilometers equals, we'll do a conversion, equals something miles. Okay, so now for 1 kilometer, we're going to multiply 0.6 miles per kilometer. So that's going to be 6 miles. Okay. Note that these conversion factors are approximate. More accurate ones are given on your formula sheet. Okay, so for the next questions, we're going to use your formula sheet. So on July 4th, black and orange Bugatti, so basically a fancy, that is a motorcycle. So one of our teachers used to be into motorcycles, or still is, but has retired. In any case, this is the speed, miles per hour. That's really fast. Okay, world's fastest car. Oh, it's a car, not a motorcycle. What is the speed in kilometers per hour? So they're both in per hour, so we're just trying to convert 267.81 miles into kilometers. Okay, so you want to look at your chart. You want to look for a conversion of miles. So 1 mile equals 1.609 kilometers. And that makes it easy because then we just multiply 1.609 kilometers in a mile. The miles divide out, right? So then you multiply 267.81 times 1.609 and you get 430.9 kilometers. And then that would be 430.9 kilometers per hour. Crazy fast. Like, yeah, I don't know how they even test that out. In any case, driver's license, Mrs. Tong needs her height in centimeters. She knows that she's 5 foot 5.5 inches. Determine her height in centimeters. So 5 feet 5.5 inches. Okay, best to convert that all to inches. So remember, we multiply that by 12 inches in a foot. So that's going to be 60 plus the 5.5 would be 65.5 inches. Okay, now, so 65.5 inches, we have to give that in centimeters. So look for the conversion for 1 inch. On your formula sheet, it is equal to 2.54 centimeters, so that's what we multiply by. Inches divide out, so 65.5 times 2.54 is 166. Nearest whole centimeter would be 166. Okay. Next one, Yao Ming's height is 229 centimeters. So Yao Ming was a really tall, really super tall basketball player. So you may or may not have heard of him. Determine his height in feet and inches. So we want to convert that centimeters into inches. Okay. So look for 1 centimeter on your formula sheet. 1 centimeter equals 0.3937 inches. So 0.3937 inches per centimeter. So 229 times 0.3937 is 90.1573. Now, how many feet and inches? Just like I say my height is 5 foot 3 inches. I don't give it all in inches. So you'd want to take this and divide by 12. This one I wouldn't use long division, right? Because it's still going to give you a decimal. So I'm going to divide that in my calculator. So I'll get my calculator out here to do that. So 90.1573 7.573 divide by 12 is 7.513, so 7.5131, etc. So this is inches, and this is inches per foot. So we end up with this number of feet. So it's going to be 7 feet. Now, it's not 5 inches, right? So you get your calculator, subtract the 7 whole feet out, and then multiply that decimal part of a foot by 12 inches in a foot. So 6. Okay, which kind of makes sense. If it's 0.5 approximately, that's half a foot. So 6 inches. Okay, but if you just leave it like this, you would think maybe it is 7.7 feet 5 inches. So that's why you have to convert to properly, because there's 12 inches in a foot, not 10. And then last one, a truck driver knows that her semi-trailer is 3.5 meters high. Support beams of a bridge are 11 feet 9 inches. Will the vehicle fit underneath? Okay, so different units. Okay, so maybe we want to convert meters to, you could convert meters to feet. Yeah, let's do that. So 3.5 meters equals how many feet? Well, 1 meter equals 3.2808 feet. So we're going to multiply. That's feet per meter. So 3.5 times 3.2808 is 11.4828. Okay. So that is how many feet in inches. So let's practice that. So we've got that in our calculator. Subtract 11 and then multiply that by 12. So this is equal to 11 feet and 5.8 inches. Okay. Well, this is 11 feet 9 inches. So that is less than 11 feet 9 inches, so therefore, yes, it will fit. Okay, and we're done.